Today, we are announcing our influencer marketplace designed to help influencers monetize and get a storefront in front of brands, allowing brands to come in, browse, and purchase your services. All right. So today we're going to be going over our influencer marketplace. And before we get in here, we know that there's a lot of tools, there's a lot of marketplaces. Really, we offer you these tools so that way you can monetize money yourself. Now, we also bring in brands, and so we want you to meet with our agent to really get verified on here because we also help throughout that process. So we're really here to hold your hand. This demo, though, is if you would rather just go through it yourself. The tools are built to be self-sufficient, and as we're going to get to, when it comes down to who's most likely going to hire you, while when we have leads that fit you, we will reach out. The best place to start is with your own audience. So if you're up and coming influencer, over 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, really the people that are going to hire you most likely are going to be in your audience too. So don't be afraid to self-promote. And this is the tools to get you that storefront. This is what you can use to now monetize your audience and have control over it, right? Instead of just completely at the will of someone else, you have a storefront now that you can sell your services. So on today's examples, we're going to walk you through the platform, show you how to use it at a high level. Nothing beats just getting your hands dirty and getting in there and playing around with it. But then we're going to walk through some examples on what looks best and what doesn't. And so, we really just launched, so you're getting to see it at its raw form. And hopefully that this video here is going to allow us to have a very clean storefront all around if our creators and our influencers leverage the tools properly. So this is what brands or anybody sees when they first land. You have some buttons up top here, but we also make it real easy, right? So if you want to either shop or start selling. So before we walk in and go through the start selling, let's just kind of peek around. These offers right here are influencers that have placed their products out there. They've said, hey, here's my services, right? So you can kind of see on the side here how they're broken down, and you can filter out that way. But for 1 hour TikTok live engaging with products, so an hour of live time video for $2,000. And so you see how it kind of looks here. There's images. That's a good look. That's something that we want. They have the ability to add cart right there. They can click on it, get more details. Look at this. Here's some examples. It has 6 views, just launched here. And yeah, so we can actually leave a review, and I will have the agent needs to go in here and leave a review who works with her. So she has been verified. Francesca is awesome. So thanks for being a dim on our demo here. All right. So with that being said, now what we want to go to is the actual storefronts. So you can see here, like these are how it works is a vendor is like an influencer that creates a storefront, and then they can go and put all their different products on there, and products are services. So in this case, there's the influencers, and then there's all the offerings that the influencer has. So this is where you can actually go and see them. And I will say when we get to the setup, you'll see, but this is importance of making sure you fill it out, have photos ready. You're an influencer, you're a creator. You should be wanting to share this stuff as much as possible. So Life of Bree here did a fantastic job. And you can see now once you're on her actual storefront page, you can have the ability to chat with her. You can follow her. You can see her socials. You can even see, we're not hiding any information here. Bree is ready for hire. So if a brand wants to hire her, we give them all the tools. We use WhatsApp, right? So to continue with WhatsApp, our customers can now just easily use their phone and start chatting with you. So we don't want to create a tool that our influencers have to be on live. We want it to be so whenever a customer wants to get a hold of them, they automatically get a notification. And so we give our customers the ability to chat with WhatsApp right here, this live chat, right? And so that's just a feature that we, just offer for y'all, as opposed to, so we really want to directly connect brands with influencers here. Now you can see on her posts that she didn't have all those photos, like the last person we just looked at. Remember, she had like all those photos on her, so it's really important to do the complete thing, both your vendor and when you do the products. It makes it a lot better if you have, information about it, these specifications. You got some tags, but it really is giving a lot of detail here is really important. And then, so yeah, and you can see like some others. You see how they pop already. So it just looks a lot better when you have information on here that explains it. So that's the importance of doing that. And we give you lots of tools to really fill out that stuff. And we make it real easy for your people visiting to share. So anyways, with that, you can always hit back to this home page here, or you can go straight to my account up here. But what we're going to do is start selling, right? And when you start selling on the register side, we want you to become a vendor, right? So as a brand, when they purchase your services, they are going to be charged. We handle all of the between the payments, and they need to have a customer account where they can go and access their portal. But for a vendor or an influencer, that is where you're going to register here. So this is where I'll go and delete all this later, but we want to make sure that you're putting in the best information to get a hold of you, because that's the main communication here. So Smith, shop name, we can do coaching at Adam. So, and then influencer, so we got coaching ad automatically. You can choose whatever you want. You can do a hashtag, or, you can do your username here, just whatever is up to you. It's not required for company names. And then a phone number, a good phone number for you. Because if we got a brand that wants to pay, we want to make sure that we're getting a hold of you. So you hit register, and it is creating your storefront right now. And you click this. And I'm very weak. All right, so it wants to make sure that you have at least a decent password. Oh, really? Okay, so make sure you have a symbol here. This is a good, you got to make sure that you put something in that is strong enough. So make sure it's long enough. It seems like the length on the issue, special characters and length. So we have a little wizard for you to set up. So yeah, it's walks us through it, make it real easy for you. You can put this for different, but we don't limit you on the number of products. So in some other platforms, they'll charge you to have more, but we want you to have a lot. So you can put that on there. Maybe not put your street names on here, but your city is always good. And especially your country. You want to make sure that we know what country you're based out of. That affects taxes, all sorts of things, because there's money at stake here. So, anyways, something like that. And then show email address in store. So again, if you want to have people contact you, the more the better. It's kind of how I look at it. So we give you all the options there to do that. Now, PayPal, we really highly recommend you create a PayPal account. That is going to be the fastest and best way to get paid. If not, we do bank transfer, and you don't have to put in all this information, just your routing and account number. And you don't have to put, really, you don't have to put all this in. It's, if you want to Google the bank address, you can, but these two numbers is kind of all you need there. And then from there, if you don't have any of that information, we want to get you paid, so make sure you put that in, but you can skip that step. And then, so let's go to our store dashboard here. So this dashboard is kind of behind the scenes where you're going to look. And so you see the very first thing is this bar up here. You're going to want to make sure that it'll walk you through, but that's going to make sure you have the cleanest, most beautiful storefront. And this is a tool that's generating you money. It's out there working for you. So you want to make sure that, if you're going to lay a trap out there, you're going to make sure you're baiting it correctly, right? From Texas. So there's the Texas analogy, but you want to make sure that it looks good and presentable. So make sure that that's all the way through. But this gives you a snapshot of what you've earned. I just created the account. So latest announcements, this is where us as an agency will get a hold of you. We can push out announcements like, hey, we got a brand opportunity or so and so forth. You also should get an email when that happens. People can review your products, you all around see products. So you can add a product there. I believe there's also, yeah, there should be a better way, which is over here on the side when you go to products. You can do it that way too. So we just give you, I don't know if it's a better way, it's just whatever you prefer. But add new product. So this is where you're going to want to add a cover image, and make sure that you're doing this because this makes it very makes it look a lot better when you're doing this. And even giving it text on here, so when people search you, that it gets your name on there. So making sure that you are taking full advantage of the internet. And so Google will, if you set things up right, Google will direct traffic. Everyone directs traffic better that way. So product name, this is where we're going to want to put, what are you offering here? So make it as clear as possible. And what you can actually do is look at another person's profile and see how they're doing it. But you want to try to remove as much confusion as possible. So say something like, 1 hour post of going live, right? What are you actually, is it going to be 3 photos of, don't try to break all your services into one. You can create a bunch of different products. So maybe you do like a package, like 3 photos, and with editing, right? Or with your product. And that is what you're wanting. So you can put a little discount on there if you'd like. Maybe you're having a little sale for 75. Categories, so add add images as much as you can. Show some of the work that you've done in the past. Where are you going to actually do this? TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. So you can click whatever you want there. And then tags. So we have a bunch preloaded in, but if you have some specific tags like say beauty, or maybe you're a professional, whatever it is that you can, so that one actually puts them together. So look, we already have some like preloaded for you. So you can just start kind of typing, brainstorming what it is that you are, and then a description about this product. So it will, you can kind of copy and paste. One of my favorite things to do though is seeing how other successful people are doing it, but over 7 days. And so all right, so we left off with going through the description. What I wanted to do is show you some really great examples here. So as a title, I will be your brand ambassador, product female model, right? Over here, you can see one photo of your product, including retouching, 3 days delivery, one photo, one video, making it just super clear what it is, right? And see, I have lots of photos here with them actually using it. Again, we got the chat right here. They made it look really nice. You see how they use they highlighted different things and they used little bullet points. Like, don't underestimate the power of that or bolding things. They do have a few different packages here. They might have some misspellings, so this one is not perfect, but you can definitely, this would be the different types of products that you offer. And again, this is the more about them, the actual seller. So, just trying to give you some examples here. Everybody kind of has a different one. So there's 150 here, a little bit more expensive, one story, right? And then that's how they start off. So having kind of like a few different packages helps you get more buyers as well. A little video goes really a long way. Shows you a real person. But yeah, really photos make such a big difference here. All about them. Again, look at the bullet points, what they offer, just making it super crystal clear. Some people want you to reach out before, and you can even say that, like, hey, reach out before you purchase, so that way we can, discuss your project. But anyways, wanted to give you a few examples of what that would look like and what a successful product and vendor looks like on here, just filling out that information completely. Right, so hopefully this demo has showed you different ways in which you can use this platform and how to make your your profile come off the most professional and best way possible. So there's a lot more we could go into, but really what we ask is you just go in and start playing around with it, play around with your dashboards, really just familiarize yourself with the offerings here. And if you do have any questions, right? So we always want to be available to you. You can always reach out to the agent. Or if you want, you can come here to the influencers. After you click up here on influencers, you can navigate over to the admin help. And we also have some agents on there that you can reach out to, but you can always reach out to the admin here and we are happy to help. You can reach out with phone, with our email, you can just chat with us. So we're here to support you throughout the whole process. And yeah, that concludes our demo for today. We really hope you enjoyed it. Reach out at adam@irepinfluencers.com if you have any questions, but happy selling. And so now after you get your profile here, what you can do is just copy it, control C it, and now go to your platforms, go to Instagram, go to your link tree. If you have a link tree, you can easily put, your storefront right here that says like, hey, visit my storefront. So when they click it, it's taking them to your storefront. So put this in your link tree, put this all over your social media. Kind of at the beginning, I mentioned, the person that's likely or the brand that's likely going to hire you is somebody that's already following you, that's seen your work. So we will be in touch with other brands, but go out there and start promoting on all your different channels. Put it in your link tree, put it in your profile description, like, find my storefront, buy my services, whatever fits your audience most. So with that, good luck. Thanks for watching and looking forward to working with you. Much love.